guys, this is Eliza and welcome back to a new video. Firstly, I'm sorry if you can hear my animals in the background. My dog is sitting next to me, my cat is whinging because she wants to go outside, but he ain't because it's nighttime. Welcome to my January bullet journal setup. So this month I'm doing a baking theme, which you can see I'm drawing a pie right now. Firstly, I just want to talk about the supplies that I use in this video, as well as a couple of things relating to journaling itself. So firstly, supplies. For the apple pie designer, the brown was, there's my cat, was the Tombow Dual Brush Pen in 947. And then the pink is a Crayola Super Tip. And then the fine liner that I use, the grey one that you see me using for the most part, is actually by a company called Itsy Bitsy. And it is their journaling pen. It's a fine liner in ice cream. But I cannot find that company anymore, let alone the pens. So I tried to link them in a previous video. I cannot find them. They used to get sold at the reject shop. I don't know if the reject shop is still selling them, but I am thinking about purchasing a pack from Kmart that looks identical. So if they are, then that'd be awesome because I love these pens. I have 2 packs of them. So I deliberately bought 2 in case they stop selling them because they're really, really nice fine liners. Considering they cost a couple bucks, really, really nice fine liners. But anyway, so they're the grey, that's the grey pen that I use for the most part. For the stickers that you'll see, they're all baking themed stickers, and I bought these from Mum and Me Designs, and I will leave them linked down below, as well as a direct link to the baking sticker sheet. So it is a pack of 7. I think I paid about 20 Australian dollars for it, I think. But it was a pack of 7 sheets, and they're all related to baking, kind of, or the same colour scheme. So it's basically a kit. So that way, if you want to do a weekly spread in your bullet journal that's all one theme, or in your whatever journal you have, you can use those stickers. So everything's like colour schemed and everything like that, so it all kind of matches. That is the stickers that I use. The washi tapes are all from Kmart in, I think there's about 3 different packs that I used. I think I own all but like 2 of the packs, I think, which are like the really colourful or like the unicorn one. I don't own that one. So firstly, obviously we have on the left my January spread. I do add more stickers and stuff to this. I'm pretty sure after this video, when I was doing, like when I started filling it out, I added some more stickers. You don't see them in this video. So quickly, on the right was a calendar spread, and that calendar is just like a reference so I can look back at what day Wednesday is, you know. And then at the top of that, there was a quote that says, "Isn't it nice to think that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet?" Which I thought was perfect for the beginning of the year, you know. So this spread that I'm working on right now, obviously on the left is my TBR. On the right is my reading tracker. So I got this idea off Pinterest. I cannot find who originally created. The person who shared it doesn't own the content. They were sharing other different trackers, but I cannot find a link back to who created this, and I can't find this photo anywhere else. This tracker, I did film a video telling you guys how I did this, like when it was still all penciled in and everything. I did that so that way you guys would know how the hell I did it, but I have somehow lost said footage. So I will try to explain it basically as I can, but if you're confused, I understand. So basically what I did was draw a little tiny circle in the middle with the inside of a washi tape. I drew a big circle on the outside, which actually was the bottom of my LED light stand. And then what I did was, starting at like the very top middle, I drew numbers 1 to 31 around the outside, 0.5 centimeters apart around the outside of the circle. And then what I did was, say from like the very top one, I drew a line between the very top number and the very bottom number, and then the second number and the second number across on the bottom. So that way it created a big like star, like all the lines were like crossed over. And then on those lines, I then drew the 4 dots between the 0 mark and the 400 page mark, which is how I'm going to track the reading. So I drew them, and then I drew my key, so 0 to 400 in line with each of those rows of dots, and then I erased all the pencil. So a little bit complicated, but that's kind of how I did it. I'm sorry if that doesn't make any sense. And then on the left before, I had my TBR, and I accidentally printed those photos out too big, but we worked with it. It's fine. I wasn't going to waste them there, like, seeing as I'd already printed them out, but they are a little bit bigger than they just fit on the page. But it's all good. So now onto the habit tracker. So this one, I got this inspiration off a YouTube video. I'll leave it linked down below, and I will pop a little photo on the screen of what theirs looked like. But I like the idea of having this one bigger tracker that takes up a bit more room as well. It makes it like kind of look more full, the page does, because I felt like whenever I did like 6 little trackers, the page always looked empty. But with this one, it kind of fills it up a little bit, and I add stickers at the end. But I did one big one for my walking, which is one of my yearly goals, so that one was like my main concentration kind of. And then I got the other little 4 ones at the bottom. They had 2 at the bottom and then some decoration down the bottom. I decided to opt to do 4 down the bottom because that just fits what I track a little bit more. But obviously I'm tracking my walking in the big one. I'm tracking if I take my vitamins in the morning, 2 litres of water, training Roxy, and watering my plants. So those are the 4 at the bottom, and the big one, which I thought this year was a good idea. I ended up fucking up multiple times drawing these lines, and I ended up going with the paint pen, as you can see in a second, I think I do it. But I go in with a paint pen and not erase, but like, you know, white over some of the fuck ups. But, you know, it's fine. It's all good. We just erased fuck ups. It's fine. Yeah, so then I go through and draw all the numbers so that way I can easily track them, because I got it to a point where I was too lazy to draw the numbers, but then I was fucking up the days and like colouring in the wrong square. So I'm like, no, just do the numbers. I was going to do just the top one, and I'm like, oh, I can just reference the top one. I'm like, no, just do all the numbers. So I did all the numbers. The next page over is my January adventure spreads. This is where I'm just going to write down plans for what adventure I'm doing this year, which is another one of my goals, is to like get out there and adventure and explore more. So that's just going to be a blank page where I can write down ideas and stuff. The next page, which I don't actually show in this video, I ended up doing it when I started using it because I completely forgot to do a what books I read like tracker. Last year I was adding in photos of the books, like the photo of the cover, but I decided not to do that this year because it was just getting a little bit boring doing the same thing all the time. So this time I did a log. I will put a photo of it in at the end. But yeah, I just did like a kind of log where I write down the title, the date, and the star rating. And the star stickers that you will see in the photo are also from that same Mum and Me Designs company. Really helpful because then I don't have to draw the damn stars. So, and I also have plans for once on that January adventure spread, once I do that adventure, I'm going to kind of like scrapbook type, do a page spread, whatever, with photos from that adventure type thing. So that will be later on, but I will show you guys that at the end of the month, obviously, when I've done it. So you'll notice I don't do any weekly spreads, and that is because I do my weekly spreads in my Always Fully Booked planner, which has not actually arrived yet. Like, I'm recording this audio on the 6th of January and it has not got here yet, but that is because it's coming from overseas and it's taking a while. It has arrived in Australia. It was in Sydney a couple days ago, so hopefully it will be to my house very soon. But that has like the weekly spread, so I do my weekly stuff over there rather than in my bullet journal, because otherwise then I'm not using one or the other. So I'm using my bullet journal for everything else, and then I use that one for my weekly spreads. Here is my final flip through. Let me know if you are tracking your reading and what do you track about your reading. I would like to know in the comments. But that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video.